it like.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Jeannie C, and today we're just gonna do a all drugstore makeup routine. The main purpose of this video is to try out the new CoverGirl Trublend matte foundation. It was a pill to try and find my shade, but hopefully you guys like it, and hopefully it's the right shade. This is the first time I'm actually trying it, so we'll see. So if you're interested in seeing my all drugstore makeup, keep watching. Okay, so first we're gonna prime the face. Now, like I said, I'm using all drugstore. Normally I do use high-end makeup, but we're gonna try the CoverGirl Trublend. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Trublend Base Business Skin Primer, and it's a pore minimizing primer too. So, and it comes out purple, so hopefully it applies clear. So we'll see. It has like a silicone base to it. It's like a real hydrating feel, like a cooling effect. Yeah, and it smells good. Yeah, it smells like lotion. Yeah. Alright, so for my eyebrows, I'm gonna go in with this Milani Cosmetics Soft Brown pomade. So I don't know if you can see that. Excuse my nails, I need to get a fill. There you go. So it's called Stay Put Brow Color, and it's in soft brown. And I actually have to go to work, so I'm praying all this works out, or else I'm gonna be very pissed off today. I don't know if this primer is mattifying, because when I use a Fenty Beauty primer, it mattifies my face. And when I do my eyebrows, it's not slick, it actually sticks. So I am a little concerned with that. So hopefully this doesn't make my face extremely oily today. Yeah, because it like literally wipes right off. Or it could just be this eyebrow pomade that I'm using. I bought this from Maybelline. It's an Instant Age Rewind Concealer, so I have that. And the color on this one is Honey. So I'm not going to apply it directly to my eyebrow like I do with my NARS. This is very annoying. Oh my! So you have to twist it for it to come out. So I'm just going with this e.l.f. concealer brush. So it just looks like this. That's all. Alright, so it's on my hands. I'm not gonna lie, trying new products scares me, especially like if I have to go somewhere. And today I have to work, so I'm just praying to the makeup gods that this all works out, or else I'm gonna have a rough day. I can honestly say that my NARS concealer is a bit darker. This has like a pink undertone. My NARS concealer has more of a yellow undertone. And now I'm gonna go in. Now I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. So that's that. So you see it. And this color is soft brown. So the brush I don't too much care for. It's not like the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It has a weird tip. I don't know if you can see that. So you have to make sure you're brushing on the right side, because that's where the brushes are. It's just very strange. But it gives you like a brown tint or a light brown tint. This actually makes my eyebrows a little dark, but that's fine because my hair is black. I have my blonde hair in. So I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and this one is number 30 in medium deep. So you see that. I just apply it with the Real Techniques complexion sponge. So I don't put a lot, just a little bit, because you don't want your face to be cakey. Now it does feel like this primer dried down quite a bit, and it doesn't feel as oily as it did before. It kind of feels like a hydrating moisturizer more than anything. But as far as my pores, I don't see a difference, to be honest with you. And I just put the powder in the spots that get oily. Right. So now I'm going to start my eyes. So I'm going to put the concealer on my eyes. I use that as a primer. I don't use primers unless, you know, there's some magic primer potion out there that works on my eyeshadow. But I've been using concealer for a minute and never had an issue. So I'm going to just apply that to my lid and just blend it out. So we're gonna go in with this Milani eyeshadow palette. It's called Everyday Eyes and Color Earthy Elements. In the back it tells you which eyeshadows to apply to get a specific look, so that's pretty cool. So first we're gonna go in with this transition shade right here, and I'm gonna use my Sedona Lace EB13 brush. And I'm gonna go over my lid too, so this is just the base color. So now we're gonna go in with this pink shade here, and I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics brush that came in the peach palette. Let me get my little mirror for this. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna go in with this NYX eyeshadow, and it's called Showgirl. And I'm gonna apply this to my lid. So those are very pretty color. I love it. So yeah, I'm just applying it to the lid. This is gonna be a very simple look today, nothing fancy. And now I'm gonna go in with this brown shade in the corner. Jesus, Germany crap. This brown isn't as dark as I would like it to be. I think it's more like a soft brown. But it is what it is. Oh yeah, and I'm using a Morphe Y20 brush to apply the brown shade. It is very, very subtle. It's crazy. It's a lot of fallout though, but it's very subtle. It has almost like a bronzy effect too. So I'm gonna just go in with my Sedona Lace EB13 brush again and just blend it out a little bit. Just brush the fallout. Oh, Lord, that's a lot of fallout. Okay. So I'm done with my eyes. All right. So now I'm gonna go in with the foundation, CoverGirl Trublend matte foundation in T60. And it has a cool little pump. I'm gonna just pump it on my hand. And I'm gonna use the Real Techniques complexion sponge to apply it to. So I always start on my neck because I have like a lot of hyperpigmentation there. Pull this hair out of the way. Go can already tell it's medium coverage. Buildable, but definitely medium coverage. Because I could still see my scarring. It has like a medicine smell to it, very strange. It's not overwhelming, but it's just kind of strange. It has a bit of a yellow tint, but it's not too bad. I'm gonna say one thing, is not as matte as my other foundations that I've tried. It kind of has like a semi-matte, like Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, and that's like my favorite foundation. But it's not matte. Like Fenty Beauty, that gets matte immediately. But like I said, this is definitely medium coverage because I can still see my scarring. And then there's like a tingling feeling too, which I'm not used to. Only time I get that is when I over exfoliate my face and then I apply makeup and then it'll have like a burning effect. Yeah, this is definitely not covering up the scarring on my neck. So I've heard some people compare this to Huda Beauty, and honestly, the coverage is not the same. I don't even think it feels the same. Huda Beauty is definitely much more thicker. Yeah, this doesn't cover up. I feel like if you have minimal acne scars, this is fine. But if you have hyperpigmentation like I do, like on my neck here, it's not gonna cover it up. So I'm gonna have to go in with another foundation on my neck, which I'm used to doing that, so it's not really a big deal. But I'm gonna go in with this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation just on the neck area. It's a little lighter. It's in tan, but I'll go back over it with the CoverGirl. It's much better. Out here on my scarring show. Even this Maybelline Infallible foundation is actually more matte than this. And I don't have time to let it dry down either, so I'm gonna have to focus on powder and pray that it looks good. I need full coverage foundation from my neck alone. Not so much my face, but my neck is my biggest concern. It definitely oxidizes a little bit. Just from this third application, I can tell it gets slightly darker. So whoever said it doesn't oxidize, I watched a couple of videos on this and people say, oh, it doesn't oxidize. Well, it just did. I think I got a pretty good shade. It's not too dark. Honestly, it's very difficult picking out shades. This is definitely not full coverage foundation. So if you're looking for full coverage, I'm sorry, this isn't it. This isn't it at all. And now I'm gonna go ahead and apply the concealer. Do it like that because this is very light. I might This is the problem I have with drugstore foundations and concealers. It's hard to find the right shade, and what it looks like on the bottle, it may not be the same when it comes out, because this definitely looked darker online. And in the store with the lighting, it looked a lot darker. Out here looking like a damn ghost. Okay. It blends out okay. I feel like once you're used to high-end makeup, ooh, that kind of burns a little bit. I don't like that. I have very sensitive skin. Like, I bruise easily, and I'll feel the sensation of something really quick, and it's like low-key burns a little bit. And I use pretty much the same skincare routine every morning, and I've never had this issue with applying my Estee Lauder or Fenty Beauty. So I just use this concealer to highlight, and it blends out fine. Like, I don't have that issue. At least I could say that. It blends out good with this foundation. I was looking at CoverGirl concealers to use, and they didn't have very good reviews, so I was like, we're not doing that today. The next step, I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl Professional Loose Setting Powder, and this one is translucent medium. Does it have a number? 115. I don't really bake. Reason why, because my pores are huge. I've heard baking helps with oils. I've tried it before, I didn't like it. It's just not for me. Even though it says translucent, I feel like at times it does make me a little lighter. Alright, so I'm done with that, and now I'm gonna go in with pressed setting powder. I'm gonna go in with this one. I haven't used this one in a long time. It's the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder. I'm gonna go in with that, and as you can see, I've used it. It's in W8 Cream Cafe, just to give a little bit more color back to my face. And I'm gonna use my Morphe E2. I use this all the time, that's why it's rubbing off. I feel like with each wash, it covers up. So I want to keep that highlight under my eyes, so I'm just going like around the perimeter, because this has some color to it and I don't want to mess up the highlight. So let's see if it covers and it covers the hyperpigmentation. That's what I'm talking about. I love, and a lot of it has to do with this brush, because this brush is very dense, so it'll pack on the powder really good. Now we are going to try this CoverGirl Trublend Serving Sculpt Palette. It just came out, and it's in the color Bloom Babe. So I'm gonna use this to pretty much contour and for blush as well. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe brush. I normally use this to contour, so it'll just keep that same energy. Hopefully it's not too light. It didn't seem, oh yeah, this has some pigment. Ooh. Okay. What time is it? Check the time. Yes, this is beautiful. I love this. It's not too harsh. It blends in perfectly, and it's not moving the foundation, so that's key. Then you gotta get that double chin down there. Us chubby girls. I'm gonna go down here a little bit. I feel like this side is a little darker than this side. I'm gonna just have to blend it out. And I gotta get this forehead. Today it doesn't look as big because I got this lace front on. I swear, the trickery. The trickery. You gotta catfish, you know? Catfish that forehead. Get a nice bronze look. And then I'm gonna go in here and attempt to snatch the nose. Let's see how that works out for me. I've been looking at lighting options. The problem is my studio is in my bedroom, and my bedroom isn't very large, so I gotta figure out a way. I seen one YouTuber, she has a cute little setup, but it like takes over like half her room, and I was like, I can't function like that. But I would literally have to take my studio equipment down every day. That's just gonna be a bit much. Okay, we're getting somewhere. All right, so let me go in with this Morphe E41 brush. I love this. What the hell is that? I love this brush. So I'm gonna just go in to soften it up just a little bit on this side. This side isn't too bad, so I really don't want to touch it. It's just this side that's good. Then I'm gonna go in with the Morphe M554 brush to apply the blush, and it's this really pretty like coral color right here, and it has some shimmer to it too. Ooh, that has a lot of fallout. Ooh. Oh, that's pigmented. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't do highlight. The reason why, because I just don't like it and I suck at it, but I'll try it some other time when I don't have to go to work. I won't put too much blush on. This is very pigmented, but it applies beautifully. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, you go back in. I love this brush for like blending stuff out. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl Supersizer Fibers. When I first started doing my makeup 2 years ago, I lived by this. And then I found Marc Jacobs and fell in love. But this was like literally my holy grail at the time. I love this. So, I gotta wax my eyebrows. That is ridiculous. I like it because it actually lengthens your eyelashes. And it doesn't get clumpy or anything, and I just love this. I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline, the Colossal Big Shot by Shayla. Just to give it a little bit of curl. So let me put my EOS lip balm on. My lips are dry as hell. Here we go. And I think I'm gonna line my lips, but the problem is I don't have a drugstore liner. I'm gonna go in with this Real Her I Am Love lip liner. Does it have a color on it? I'm assuming I Am Love is the color. I don't know. And then I'm gonna go in with this Milani lipstick, and it's called Bahama Beige. I really want to put gloss on. I don't have any drugstore glosses, and honestly, when I was in there, Walmart, it was pissing me off because some of them just looked like they were open and used, and I was thoroughly disgusted. So if they're not sealed, I don't buy it. I'm gonna go in again. To give it some definition. So this is my look. What do you guys think? So I'm gonna do a wear test on this. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to go to work, and then while I'm at work, I'm gonna wait a few hours, see how it's holding up, and then I'm going out later, out to eat and stuff, and then we'll see how it looks in the natural sunlight. So I will go ahead and check in throughout the day, and I will see you shortly. So hey guys, I'm just checking in. It's been approximately about 6-7 hours since I applied my makeup. I will say I did have to blot a couple of times throughout the day. It's been a little oily around my nose area, on my cheeks, my forehead been a little oily, and my chin. So pretty much my T-zone and around here too has been oily. My lipstick, on the other hand, has not lasted all day. I just reapplied this. It's been coming off all day. I actually ate some pizza at work and drank some water, and pretty much the lipstick came off. So that's been an issue. Other than that, I feel like it still looks okay, the makeup application, just with a few blots here and there. I've had to go in with the loose powder, and as you can see, once I put the loose powder on, it actually looks really good. But I must say, without the loose powder, it'll probably look a mess if I did not blot. So yeah, I blotted about twice. You could definitely see more of my pores. So if you see there, and in here you could kind of see, it looks like little black holes or freckles on my nose. You can see that. My neck region, that stayed, of course, once I put on the powder, it actually stayed. It is not transfer resistant. I did hug my coworker and got some foundation on her sleeve, so I can tell you it does transfer. I didn't use a setting spray like I normally do, so that could play into it. I'm gonna try it again. This time I'm gonna use my Fenty primer and see how that works, and then use my Laura Mercier powder and see if that works as well. But I'm gonna try different variations, but I definitely can't use a full face of drugstore makeup. I'm not too pleased with my eyeshadow. It kind of looks like it faded throughout the day as well. It doesn't look as fresh as it did this morning. It looks very messy. I don't know, that's just my take on it. It may look one way on camera, but in person I'm not too pleased with it. But other than that, we'll see. I'm gonna give the foundation a couple of more tries. If it doesn't work with some of my high-end choices, as far as concealer, I'm gonna try it with my Shape Tape too. I definitely am not too pleased with the concealer. I feel like that made me super oily too. I'm gonna try it with different concealers and see how it goes. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button below. And don't forget to click the bell so you get notifications when I upload another video. So I will see you next time.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up, open the park pot.